folks, it's me back again. So today I want to talk about what happened during my purchase of the 2019-2020 CX-5 2.2. Okay, initially my plan after the F10 was, the loan of the F10 was rejected, right? After I cancelled my booking, of course I walked into the Mazda showroom in Juru. Yeah, specifically I want to mention in Juru because pretty much unpleasant experience with them. So yeah, okay, here's the thing. 3 weeks before, no, actually in fact before I went for the F10, I did test drove the CX-5 diesel because, of course, like everyone, no lah, not like everyone. In my mind, I knew that I may have the chances of not getting the F10 at the end of the day. So I decided, let's go to test the CX-5 diesel. Of course, I knew the SA beforehand, but I didn't know that he was so cheeky. Yeah, sort of like cheeky. So don't want to mention his name because he's seriously screwed up things. So I went for a test drive. Then immediately I was pretty much impressed with the CX-5 diesels because I did experience the Passat B7 before, which my uncle lent me to do KL Penang KL run previously, quite frequent. I think twice a month, almost every month. So yeah, let me talk about the CX-5 a bit. Why I did pick this car is because it drives like a normal turbocharged engine vehicle, but the difference is that it has more torque. And of course, due to the weight penalty, aerodynamic penalty, the 450 Nm does work like a turbocharged engine. But in fact, once you drive the car for some period, right, you'll feel that the 450 Nm is actually much more than a turbocharged vehicle. Then after I test drive, I did, because we went into some bumpy roads, so I know that the suspension of the 19-inch rim combination, right, is gonna be firm a bit, but it provides a lot of road feedback. So immediately I said, this is my second option. I'm not going into the Passat B8. So when my F10 got ditched, yeah, I said got ditched. So the next day I immediately went to the Mazda showroom. Then I said, I want this vehicle. So they did even ask me, do you want the 2019 last batch model? I said no, because the difference is only 3,000 ringgit. So might as well go for the 2020 variant. So put the booking. Then because at that time the F10 is already having a plate there, and to remember and to sort of like remember the F10, I picked the plate that is very close to the F10. So that time KL plate was running pretty fast, and I estimated that I may need to wait the car until April. So okay, that time was in early February. So the SA said, this car probably you need to wait for around a month or probably 2 to 3 weeks, because diesel variant is, that time back then, diesel variant is very rare. So I need to wait, and I picked the silver. Then I asked them, is the stock really available at April? Then they say, we'll see. So that time I was like, okay, since the plate was not ready yet, might as well wait lor. Then the KL plate was running super fast. Then at the end of the day, right, if you tender your plate, right, it's gonna be faster than the one that JPJ is running. You tender through JPJ website, right, is much faster, like, because KL plate running fast, right, so it will, like, let's say now it's VGA already, but in fact, right, the actual running one is only up to VF X, W or X, yeah, something like this. So I skip a lot. I was one of the owner of getting my plate back then, the fastest running one. So I was the first on the road, in fact. So yeah, then until early, I didn't expect this. Early March, I managed to tender my plate and successfully. Yeah, but I tender not the fancy plate. It's very cheap, 300 bucks standard. So go for it. Then I told my SA, bro, my plate is already ready. So when is my car ready? Now things starts to happen right here. He was like keep on dragging me in a way. I was like, oh, you need to wait a while. Then until I keep on ask daily, almost daily, I push that fella, because that time early February when I put my booking, right, because in order not to suffer the depreciation of like 5,000 a month more, right, I decided to you know, sell the car immediately. So when I sell in February, I don't have car to drive. Yes, seriously. And then imagine that I do not have a car to drive. The Myvi was sold. So that time I was like, I keep on pushing, asking for information. What is the current status right now? Then they say Kulim is running the production heavily. Too many bookings, because most of the backlog, most of the 2019, they bought the 2019 model, but unfortunately they was unable to collect the car, so they switched to the 2020 year manufactured car. Okay, then I was like, okay, fine. Immediately I call up Glenmarie and PJ, one of the SA. I contact them through Mazda website, and fortunately I know a lady in Glenmarie. Her name is Grace. She was very kind and helpful in letting me understand what is the information behind. I did let them know, you know, we just want to confirm things, to be frank. Then that time she asked me, what color did you pick? I said silver. Then she immediately told me, you know, sir, silver was not already in the production line that time back then, because silver was very rare for a CX-5 2.2. So that time why I picked silver is because of the rarity. If anything happens to my car, right, if someone stole my car, I can track it pretty much fast. Yeah, so I decided to go for the silver. Then she told me, sir, the silver has not been available since January. Then the moment that you listen this information, right, of course you were very extremely frustrated. Why did the SA in Juru earlier committed that, you know, there was stock available? Then this was 2 weeks before I collected my car. No, is it 1 week? 1 week before I collected my car. Then I immediately called my SA. I said, you know what, I confirmed this information from Glenmarie. Don't try to fool me around, and you better be honest with me. What is the current status of my booking? Then he only said, you know, silver is not available. You gotta wait until May. Then I was like, you know what happened next, right? I'm not a cool person, cause I escalated. Then I immediately said I want to cancel my booking, because that time I was like thinking of getting the car from Glenmarie, and of course, if I took the car in Glenmarie, either way I'm gonna travel down all the way to Glenmarie and collect my car, drive it back to Penang. Of course, weighs around 500 kilometers of mileage, or they gonna tow in the flatbed, tow the car all the way back into my house. Then I said, seems like a good deal, because how in a life that you got the experience to actually tow your car, a new car, fresh car delivered, using tow to your house? That kind of experience is, you know. Then the SA in Juru offered me, said, you want to get the 2019 car, we give you 3,000 ringgit discount and free gifts. Then I called the SA in Glenmarie. She said 2.2 diesel definitely. There's no stock available. It was not even in the booking system. They checked everything. Then my booking was in February, right? Didn't send through the didn't make it through to the factory. Can you see how fucked up the SA in Juru is? So yeah. Okay. So at the end, I don't have any choice because I was desperate in getting a car. The only option is to get a 2019 model, last batch, last week of manufactured, and last manufactured, and of course, either way, I'm getting only the machine grey, which I need to add up 3,000 for that premium color. So either I go for the grey or go for the blue. Then my mom said, you know, blue. After I seen plenty of them on the road, I feel that the blue actually looks pretty nice, but it doesn't look as so elegant than compared with the machine grey, which I'm currently having right now. I'm pretty glad that I did get the machine grey because, I mean, the machine grey, right, in fact, let me turn around after I park my car. It looks really, man. And of course, it looks way better than the silver. I've seen some of the silver, and it looks way better. So I'm pretty glad at the end I get the machine grey. So to continue back my story, did I secure the deal with the SA in Glenmarie? The answer is no. I'll let you know why. Because actually, in fact, I need to top up another 800 bucks than compared with what the offer I had in Juru. So my mom said, because at the end of the day, I think this is a one-off, so I decided to go back service my car in Juru until my undercarriage panel dropped, which I don't want to go back there anytime on any given occasion. I won't be going back there anymore, seriously. So I didn't thought of that before. I did thought of going back to service my car after all this fiasco thingy, but at the end they screwed up my undercarriage panel. So think of the way that, you know, sort of like protecting myself when I still need to go back to service my car back in Juru. I decided to, you know, let's go for it. But it was a sort of, I pretty regret I made that option. I should have secured the deal in Glenmarie. So yeah, it was a pretty much unpleasant experience. So it also let me understand and know more. If you are buying a new car, don't look for only one SA. Go for a few SA, you know, see which one is the best deal, then only you decide. At the end of the day, things that happen to me, I don't wish it will happen to any other Mazda owner out there. Yeah, I mean, later on I look back at the reviews in Juru, right, and I even did my PBF everything in one of the authorized sort of authorized detailer by Juru, authorized detailer center by Juru. Then I went there. Then when they saw, because I did my PBF on my C pillar panel, everything, the piano black panel, and it's still cracked. So they asked me, hey, how's your experience in Juru? Then I told them everything, including the undercarriage panel drop thingy. So I told them I'm not going back to Juru anymore, and I told them the next service, back then the next service was in PJ. So they asked, are you serious about this? Then I said yes. That time was recovery MCO. I traveled all the way to PJ to sort things out. Yeah. Then they even called me that, hey, you know, which SA did you deal with? Then I said who. Then they said, oh, he's not really expert in dealing stuff. He just like to be a good person in a way. When it comes to warranty claiming, he was pretty kind towards Mazda more than the customer itself. So nah, screw it. My next Mazda, or should I say the next Mazda, I probably would consider if the Mazda 6 diesel was still available, but I see on car list the latest one, I don't think used car or pre-owned is available for that car. I think it's sold. So yeah, but probably if I'm going to a Mazda on my next car, right, definitely I will head to Glenmarie, because at the end of the day, right, my SA in Glenmarie, Grace, actually helped me going through all these things, you know, from sales to after sales. So when my undercarriage panel dropped, right, fell off 4 days after I rolled out from the service center, right, because I couldn't reach anyone in Penang, even the Mazda service advisor, you know, service center, everything, the call was not picked up. So of course I called my SA, you know, what should I do? Because I told them my SA back in Penang back then was not really helpful, and they messed things up, and they didn't even pick up the call. So I called my SA in Glenmarie, then she told me the further step to deal with this fiasco. Then she asked me to email. Then of course BJ took out the email, and I went into BJ. So at the end of the day, right, Grace was really helpful in a way. Even I didn't secure, can you imagine that? I didn't secure a deal with her earlier. I was like hooking her up in a way that I was, you know, about to secure a deal, but at the end I didn't. And after all these things that happened, right, she was still helpful. She doesn't request for any reward in a way, which is a kind of very good SA to me. I mean, I felt a bit guilty with her at times, but she made it. So I'm pretty glad that, you know, she helped me all the way until today. My car, touch wood, don't have any issues, major issues, including the battery thing. I think the battery thing is a minor issue. So yeah, I better go here. No car. So at the end of the day, right, I decided to, you know, not disturb anyone further. So the battery issue is a small thing. I sorted it out in Zerudong, so yeah, it's fine. At the end of the day, right, my advice is just do whatever survey that you need when you are buying a car, be it Mazda, BMW. Yeah, I've seen some of the hanky-panky SA in Auto Barrier KL. Yeah, not all, but some of them is cheeky and fishy. So I think the best way to do is, before you buy any car, be it used, owned, everything, every single brand, new, used, pre-owned, everything, just do your survey before you walk into. Because I realized, right, like a few days ago, there's one lady approached me in Mazda CX-5 Club Malaysia Facebook. Then I felt that some of the dealer is, so I told her to get few informations to confirm that the information some of them they provide is accurate. So yeah, just do your survey and happy shopping. I think that's all I want to rant. See you guys in the next one. Bye.